Okay, hello. We're back. Savannah, wow. Nice. Let's stick with the Mosin though, I think. Hi, anybody watching? Hi. This is part 2 of a series I started last week that is just very similar to my walkthrough videos. Oh, someone's been here. Very similar to my walkthrough videos that I've done on this channel for quite some time, where I take you through the first hour of gameplay on different maps from different spawn points, and I, just give pointers, answer questions, and whatnot. But this iteration of these videos are done on live stream, so you can see and ask questions in real time. So, hello, welcome. If you didn't tune in last week, you can always go check out the VOD. I am going to re-upload it as its own video, cut down just a tiny bit. So, be on the lookout for that if that's something that interests you. But that is not quite finished yet. But if you didn't tune in last week, I got a nice little spawn, was able to find a little bit of food, some decent clothing, a couple weapons, moved inland, and was able to actually kill a very geared player at the Volcano military outpost. I have a plate, I have an AKM, Mosin, tons of ammo and shit. And my plan from here, I obviously didn't plan to get that gear this early on in the walkthrough, but with all that stuff, I'm gonna try and go more towards like the center of the island where there's more hunting loot. And as you can see, even just further inland in these cabins here, you have a pretty good chance at finding hunting rifles and ammo and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna see if I can test my luck in the very populated. Oh, my game just crashed. DAYZ, let's go. Very nice. Hell yeah. Well, that sums up the DAYZ experience. If you've never played this game before. MT and Brian, hello. Hope you guys are well. But yeah, basically step 1 was to get off the coast, get a little more gear. Ended up getting pretty lucky and hitting a really nice little shot with the BK to kill a super geared guy. But yeah, we still have some things to try and tend as far as, getting to end game levels of gear. We still need much warmer clothing. We need a scope for my Mosin. And maybe we'll even circle back and see if we can find the briefcase on stream. That'd be kind of fun. And be cool for new players to kind of see that, figure out where it is, But yeah, I haven't had a DayZ just hard crash in a long time, so kind of shocked by that. But nonetheless, here we go. Loading back in now. I am on the same server as I was last time, so it's I don't quite remember which official server, but it's an NA Sakal first person only server. About half pop right now. It was like 27 out of 50. I think Sakal's 50, right? I think so. Yeah, we'll just try to travel to the center-ish of the island. Show you guys the like hunting area villages. Really good for early game rifles and loot and stuff. So if you don't get extremely lucky like I did and kill a geared guy for a shit ton of loot, this will be where you'll want to head. Either there or the Either there or the little prison encampment. So there's the volcano there. There's actually stuff up there now. Looks a little different up there. You have a T-storm coming your way. I have no idea, to be honest. Alrighty. So I would say the volcano is a really good point of reference for navigation. Once you get up, you know, that way is the spawn area. That's the coast, basically. We started a little bit further back that way, but once you get to the other side of volcano, if you just put the volcano to your back, you're going towards more end game, you know, levels, higher tiered areas. So you're more likely to find better equipment, which obviously is the goal at this point. Actually, I don't even have a decent lighter. That is a freshly put out fire. So good chance that we have some company up ahead somewhere. I need to try to stay ready here. I'm not quite sure. There used to be a... Ooh. All my DayZ instincts tell me to go back and fight that, but for the sake of the video, we're going to keep on. There used to be a bug, though, where fires would kind of glitch out like that and look as if they had just went out for a long time. But it was like impossible to tell how long it actually had been out for because of this bug. But I'm not sure if that's fixed or not now. I don't believe it is. I believe it is. I don't believe it's a problem anymore. And there is fighting everywhere. So there is some more 308. I don't necessarily need more 308. I don't necessarily need it at all at this very moment. But as you can see, though, we're finding, like, even in just these cabins, this isn't even like the village areas that I was talking about. But we're already finding a lot more higher tier ammunition, hunting weapons. We spawned in and there was already just a savanna right there. So honestly, it can be extremely worth your time just to loot all these types of areas. Shit, right, this is official. I don't know if I've ever played Sakhal with base building. I've never played official Sakhal. I don't know if I just never came this direction or what, but I don't ever remember this little scattering of houses. It's very possible I just never came out this way. Alright, I think those wolves are probably on us. That's gonna be a problem. No, I have a suppressed pistol, so never mind. I just shift tabbed by accident. Yeah, I'm gonna continue looting these areas simply because I really need a jacket. BK-18 with a round. So we had some better luck. Oh, that's perfect actually. PU. It's not a great condition PU, but it is better than having no scope on our ranged weapon. Alright, now let's keep... Now that this is kind of the end of the dirt road, we'll just keep heading, kind of run parallel, sort of with our backs to the volcano. Cross towards that center of the island. Right now, I don't have a need for this PSL1 scope. I'm gonna switch to the pistol as my secondary since I actually have a magazine for it. Until I can get a magazine for the ACAM, I don't really just want to hold on to it. Okay. Think I see where I'm at. It's hard to tell with the glare. Move a little further downhill towards the sun. I think this is like the valley though. I think this is the valley that I'm kind of stretching or working my way towards. Yeah. Okay. So right there is the factory. So that factory you can find clothing there, really. I don't know what they've updated since. Maybe I think they've updated it so that you can find military stuff as well. So yeah, this is the beginning of like a little bit further back this way too. I believe there'll be some other villages and areas you can loot. You can see there's some houses down ahead of me. If I were to continue going, I'm not quite. I think that's west. I can't remember. I always get it mixed up because DayZ maps like to go back and forth with southern to northern progressions versus north to south. But yeah, I believe this is to the west would be a bigger village, and then you can follow that out to the police like refugee camp or whatever. But I am gonna have a fire quick, overlook this area. Put the fire like more here. Oh God, I hate the teeth chattering. It's awful. Again, with fires, simply just put a piece of kindling on the floor. Light it to ignite. Automatically crafts you a fireplace essentially, and then you just add fuel to it from there. You don't need to do this whole combine a stick with one piece of paper or one rag, physically craft it, and then light it from there. Like, just, you can skip all that entire process and just ignite a piece of kindling. Something I don't think a lot of people realize. A strategy too, which I kind of just did here, was that if you notice, the smoke usually goes a lot higher up, and it's something that gives you away. Especially when you're outside. But if you kind of tuck and maneuver your, you kind of finesse the kindling and the fireplace, so that you sort of tuck the smoke underneath trees, because for whatever reason the limbs and branches of trees completely stop the smoke from rising, so you can shorten the height to which the smoke rises, and then it makes you less noticeable. It's a common strategy for people that play like Namalsk, Winter Trinaris, and obviously Sakal. So just something to try to master. Find little sneaky spots where you can ignite a piece of paper and cover up as much of the fire as you can. You don't want it to make it noticeable, obviously. Hi, Mick. Welcome on in, dude, with your shitty jokes. Do have a little bit of a piece of fish. I will need food. Food is a pretty big problem for me at the moment. Well, those wolves never came for me. I wonder if there's someone else in the area. It's starting to snow. I think it is turning nighttime as well. Which it's a good thing we're getting heat buff now, so we can live out a lot of the nighttime. It's really cold at nighttime. I didn't get a full buff, which sucks. But yeah, fires are super noticeable at nighttime, as you can imagine. Alright, so I'm gonna skip a couple of these houses, go to the main clump of buildings / the main village. I believe it's this way. It's been a little while since I've actually played and progressed this far into Sakhal. But this was the village I had a lot of other player encounters at. There is a well outside of it, and it is fairly close to the police camp, so the prison camp, I guess. So a very popular area, but the town itself also is, yeah, here we are. It's pretty good for finding food and clothing. And hunting stuff as well. Rifles and whatnot. I need to play this map more, yeah. I mean, I probably do too. It seems like there's a lot that's changed that I haven't really been able to give a chance since I've been so down on the map. Because on release, it was decent, but I don't know, man. I just felt like there was a lot left to be desired. Like, a lot left on the table. A lot of room for improvement, so to say. Oh yeah, I remember this village. Okay. So this is the one with the medical. I think this is pretty much like in the center. And there's more village areas and buildings to the east and to the west. Well, here's the thing. I did hear shots to this more western village. If I'm remembering correctly where this village is. So I want to make sure. I kind of want to check over there just because I feel like there's a good chance that whoever's shooting already came from this eastern village. I kind of just want to go take, you know, take tabs on what's going on over here. I mean, this is only a thing I consider because I have a ranged rifle with the scope and a bunch of ammo. You know, like I probably wouldn't go for this if I wasn't so geared. But because I'm only looking for better clothes and like some food, I'm gonna maybe play it a little bit more risky while trying to still progress through the map. Yeah, okay, yeah. I know this place. That's a little industrial compound out there. I believe it is turning nighttime though, so that's gonna be a problem, I fear. Maybe I have to make it, dude. And that's exactly how I felt about like Namalsk. Oh, it scared the shit out of me, that fucking fox. No, I have not played since. I was just talking about that because we saw the factory and yeah, I haven't been there since they changed it. Alright, so we'll kind of do our due diligence here. Circle the town a bit. There's some good hills and trees to kind of look down into the village itself. There are some zombies here. I believe if I just would have taken that dirt road out. God, fuck. It would have just taken me straight here. It's just me being rusty with the map. And to be abundantly clear, I don't know the names of towns. I know a couple of points of interest. I know how to make my way around the map, but I'm no expert. I'm more here to help with survival and, you know, teach the basic progression on here. I feel like this is a map a lot of new players would struggle with just for the sake of having to make fires as much as you have to on here and, you know, it not being... And Sakhal having a pretty different loot economy in comparison to other official maps. Yeah, so there's this village, and then if you go to the other side, up over that mountain, there is a military compound over there that's very popular. Until you get south to the military island or peninsula, there's not a lot of high tier military spawns really anywhere. On the mainland, that is. So right off the bat, I don't see any fires. Like the first thing I kind of scan for. I'm looking for dead zombie bodies, which is an immediate indicator that someone's in the area, you know. Or you look for a fire coming out of a chimney. You look for chimney smoke. I think the meta's kind of changed, and a lot of people have caught on to the fact that indoor fires are very dangerous. And very easily, you can get ran up on very easily by having an indoor fire. But still, you will occasionally catch people utilizing indoor fire spaces. And so far it looks pretty clear though. I don't see anything that really worries me. But with that being said, it can be someone sat in any little corner of any house. You just never know. Do I hear a bear off to my left? It's a pretty common bear spawn. I think I hear something to my left. I think it's hard to tell anymore with ambient noises. Okay. Well, Sakhal's tough because I feel like there's a lot of newer ambient noises that aren't on like Chernarus or Livonia, and it really throws you off when you're trying to listen for audio cues, and that's hard enough as it is now with all the shit they've changed with audio in the game in general. Right, let's loop back down and around. We'll just approach the village. There's the path that goes to the well. I think we glanced at it on our way over here. I don't see much going on, so we'll go for it. Like I said, this is a pretty risky town to be looting, but sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Search greenhouses for food. Sometimes you can find like jam or honey or sodas and whatnot. Already got a warm hat. Our pants are actually pretty good. We need shoes and we need a jacket. That's what we really need. Just in terms of pure insulation value. Not quite worried about cosmetics yet. I do always try to clear buildings like that. I mean, that was not a very clear clearing. Clean clearing. Because I'm used to playing on servers that don't have weapon rays like that. That shit will throw you off, but, you know, just when you're clearing houses like that and buildings of any sort, always try to give yourself a little extra space away from the wall so they don't get a weapon rays, and then, you know, that kind of stuff can make or break a fight. If you get weapon rays at, you know, the start of an engagement, there's a really good chance you're going to get hit a couple times without dealing equal blows in return. And, you know, in turn, then you can get, you know, knocked uncon, unfortunately. Considered the sweater better insulation. It's high insulation instead of medium. It's like there it's not even possible because there's not enough room. Turn and clear like that. To peek and clear. Dude. Yeah, what's happening? Because I have good connection, but I'm only getting like really shitty upload rate. Oh God, all the technical difficulties today. I just want to stream for an hour. I want to do an hour-long walkthrough guide thing. It's just not working today. Okay, maybe it's kind of stabilized a bit. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna try to join the server again though. I may need to restart my internet. I don't know what's going on. There we go. There's a tundra. Beautiful little gun. I think everything's okay. I can't tell. It says my upload rate is like super low. But it looks okay on my like stream preview, so I don't know, man. Double barrel. Yeah, you can see in this like very limited, sample size that the houses inland are like mostly spawning hunting type gear, which is really nice in terms of weapons and whatnot, at least. Longhorn. Found a good amount of 308. We found a Savannah, a Tundra, PU scope, 308 boxes, all sorts of shit. It's your ideal and, in my opinion, best next step. Gibby and 3D, hello, welcome. Definitely digging the kind of old beginner guide. Beginner video vibes the stream has. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the entire point, is to feel like one of those videos. Obviously would work a lot better with more engagement, I would say. Like, the idea and I mean, either way, it's fun to just hang out and do this, honestly. It gets me to stream because I limit myself to only about an hour. There's no huge commitment or anything. It's like, I didn't really feel like streaming today, but I was like, man, I can muster up an hour to stick to, even a little bit of a schedule. Sometimes I get back from work and I just don't feel like streaming, but an hour is nothing. It's really not. I can set aside an hour and do one of these kinds of videos. But I think the idea of doing this live would be really cool if I had a lot of, new people here watching along and asking questions as we go. Like that would be like, so to say, unlocking this style's sort of full potential. And if I can stay consistent with it and maybe make some other uploads and kind of reignite the channel's traffic again, then a good chance I have some luck and we do something with this. But either way, it's fun to just hang out. Like I said, it gets me streaming, keeps me active during the week. I didn't realize this was a Gorky Boy heaven. What's up, Access? Good to see you. I'm well. Hope everybody is having a good beginning of the week. I appreciate you all for stopping in. I know this is a very different stream, I guess, this is not content I normally stream, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So, whether you enjoyed this or not, I appreciate you at least stopping in to see what it's all about. I do want to do this every Tuesday, about an hour every Tuesday, and just have something unique like that on my channel for beginners to kind of come to and check out. Zombie. I think that's a zombie. It's so laggy for me. Yeah, it's a zombie. Yeah. Tuesday tea with B in it, right? What's up, Russ? Should do this with a Oh, I should do this with someone else, you're saying. And kind of show the basics of surviving with friends. Wouldn't be a bad idea. No, no, no. Not... Don't need to make time, Mick. Point was like imagine back in the day when I had all these new people to the game watching my streams when I was being a PvP chat. Like, what if I had those numbers and that kind of engagement and draw, but then I did something like this live? Like, I feel like it would be such a better product overall. But obviously, I guess any product that gets more traction and engagement would be like, that's how to be the most efficient. I don't know. I just have this like grand idea of being back at where we were viewership wise, and how much better a series like this could be, and how much more fun it would be to do live. Hindsight is always the clearest, yeah. Of course. It is what it is at this point. Oh, that's different. So what, if you're too cold, you make a grunting noise now when you're dying? I've never noticed that. Nice rest. Oh yeah, dude. Where's a Gorky? Hunter pants that are now basically fucking useless. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back off now. I'm gonna go hit up that well quick, fill up on water, because I feel like that's gonna be a more pressing issue soon. I have like 7 Zagorki bars I can let thaw out in with my body heat. I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back east and see if I can spot any fires in that other village. It took Grunt to say you're taking HP. It's crazy. Fuck off, Mick. Spooky bear. We'll do a full drink, fill up, and we'll keep moving. Actually, you know what? To stick to the idea of these videos and how I used to do them, I think I'll just keep continuing on with the loot route that I would have normally do. So if I came down this way, I looted that town, the next step for me would be to go to the military. So maybe that's what we'd go and do. I'm gonna need a fire though. I'll definitely need a fire to rat around the military up in the mountainside. I love bears in this game now. It'll be my objective if I hear a bear to touch it from now on. No worries, Gibby. Appreciate you stopping in, dude. I'm just gonna go straight over to the other side of the valley. So a good point of reference if you want to easily make it to the military. Let's get a little further over this way. There's someone up there right now. There's that little radio post on top of the mountain. If you look at that and follow all the way over, that main clump of rocks, like there's that, and then there's that next bit, and in between is basically your path to the to be right on top of the military. This industrial compound down there too is a really good place. In past experience for me, I found a lot of hunting rifles and ammo there. There is some shooting going on, but I really need to have a fire. Here is kind of some neutralist territory. Like I'm kind of in between mountains. I'm hidden a little deeper into the tree line, so I'm feeling okay about having a fire up here. The light will be very revealing. Another quick tip, if you don't have any paper, which I have plenty of paper, but I want to show this. You can combine kindling, or if you don't have any kindling, and you need to start a fire, you can combine your bandage and craft a fireplace with that bandage. And it will only be the equivalent of one use of your bandage, rather than if you were to light that bandage on fire on the ground, like I showed you earlier, it would use up that whole bandage. So if all you have is a bandage and you don't want to use it completely to have a fire, you can craft a fireplace with it, and problem solved. Now this is extremely dangerous and I don't recommend you do it, but since I'm going to be lurking around a military area where there's gunshots already, I need this heat buff. I don't want to be losing health the entire time, or be at risk to hypothermia. So I'm gonna see if I can at least get a small heat buff and, you know, do something with this, with that limited time. So my goal would be to find some military clothing that provides decent warmth. And also maybe see if I can spot some other survivors, take them out for their food, whatnot. I don't remember if I said this last time, but using firewood instead of sticks as your fuel source will actually make the fire technically hotter, and it will warm you up faster and cook your food faster. So something to consider. And you can use both, and I believe using both combined also speeds things up a little bit. So I already have the first pulsing plus. I don't want to be here very long. No worries, Mick. Thanks for hanging out, dude. I appreciate you. See, I didn't do a very good job of hiding my smoke this time, and you can see how much it can extend. Alright, that's as warm as I'm getting. I'm gonna take that and run to the bank with it. That should buy me enough time to get over to the military area itself and do some Overwatch. But unfortunately did not completely thaw out my Zagorki bars. We're kind of aiming that rock formation up there. We'll give you... There's a lot of really good spots to get some overview of this base that we're going to come up on. Don't think it's a... You know... Don't think it's something that hasn't ever been done, because people will scan that cliffside pretty, you know, as you would, right? Instinctually, you know, your gut tells you if you're gonna go loot a place that's surrounded by hillside and mountaintop, you know, scan the area. Try to make sure there's no snipers lurking up in the trees and whatnot. But more often than not, that is the place I try to take on. Sadly, we are very hungry now. That's a problem. And my chocolate bars are not ready to be eaten yet, so that's just wonderful. So with that, I'll kind of have to play with the knowledge that if someone's close to me, they're going to hear my stomach. So here is the compound itself. Very, very common spot for wolves. Zombies may be spawning on me. There's usually a lot more though. Alright, I don't want to... I've already ridgelined enough. Yeah, these wolves are on me, so let's back off a little bit. Do have a suppressed pistol that we can use to take them out. But I want to get out of sight of the melee base itself. And more zombies popping up now. I think they're spawning on me. So if there was someone around here, we did just miss them. God. That was a bit of a flub. I thought the wolf... God damn. It looked like the wolf, like, stopped coming towards me for a second. And then it was very much coming towards me still. Now. First off, let me reload my magazines here, because this is my secondary weapon at the moment. I do see something interesting to me. I believe I'm way too far away for zombies to be spawning in on me down there at the, this other village. So I believe there's maybe someone down there. And that may be enough to shift my attention from the military, because right at this moment, now my primary objective is food. I need ready-to-eat food, and as grim as it is, the best way to get food that's ready to eat is off of other players. Yeah, there's zombies. Those zombies are... I'm definitely too far away for those to have been spawned on me. So very good chance that there's someone in the area. I kind of wish at this point I kept my binoculars, because at nighttime with a cracked scope, it's really hard to zoom in and see much of anything. But we'll try. I'm at least showing you these points of interest. Sometimes along the way, your objectives slightly change and things distract and deter you from doing what you may have originally set out to do. So what I'm going to do is just watch for any movement, any signs of life. I really don't see much of anything going on. I really need to get a fire, and I need to find a way to eat these Zagorki bars for sure. But at this point, I think an indoor fire in that village might be my best bet. If I can't take someone out that has food ready for me to eat. But right now, I have the problem I'm facing is I'm both starving and freezing to death, which means I'm losing HP at a slightly higher rate. So that's not good. I personally would never want to have a fire in a military outpost, so unfortunately, between the wolves and me starving, I really didn't have a good opportunity to get down there and utilize the small heat buff that I did have. I'm gonna try to make sure this town is as safe as I can possibly deem it, and we'll try to get these Zagorki bars thawed out, as well as maybe you know, have a fire for ourselves here. It's gonna be a dangerous one, but I don't have much of a choice. We'll have to find a house that's at least relatively safe. Hi Shad, welcome on in, dude. The bonus to having an indoor fire is being inside kind of protects you from the elements, as you would imagine, and you do get warmer a bit faster. So it, you know, the chimney smoke is a very obvious way to be seen and get caught, but at the same time, it's sometimes worth it in situations like this. So closed and concealed building like this house here might be my best bet. It's not in the main bit of the town, it's a little bit on the outside. There's also the option to have a fire in a shed like this. You can have shed fires as long as there's dirt on the ground, because the game then believes that it is you know, still outside. And it's only in certain... Oh, man, I really wish I would have found that when I saw the tundra. Oh, what is that? Winter pants. Oh, there's someone really close to me. Shooting a pistol. Shit. I'm gonna back off. I think it is about to be daytime. My visibility should be much better, but there is someone obviously really close to my build, to where I just was. Could hear there was an MK shot. MKs are very quiet, so that had to have been very close to me. I just don't know where exactly. I really need to eat. I was just about to start a fire too. So this is a situation where I'm gonna have to make a decision soon. I feel like I maybe see something right there. I think that's... It looks like a dude crouched in the bush, but I can't see when I scope in. Is my PU so fucked? I legitimately can't tell, and now I'm yellow. Things are getting desperate. I may just need to back off. There he is. Multiple. But I can't do anything. I feel super helpless. At nighttime with the scope, I can't see a damn thing. I really wish I had that tundra right about now. Alright, so I think... Okay, never mind. I think they're just in that building. In the double. Oh yeah, I see them. It's all in bottom window, I think. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Alright. Don't know where this guy went now. Likely downhill to loot more of the houses. I'm kind of running out of time though. I just saw him. I'm really risking it here. Yeah, he's over there by that shed. I'm super risking it. Maybe a really bad choice here. Learn from my mistakes. But I'm really desperate for food, because at this point I don't even think the Zagorki bars are going to be much help. There are... No, there's no mushrooms in Sakhal. I was just checking that out. Shit, I may have missed him. Alright, I need to... Oh. Alright, these are edible now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere. God, that's so ungodly bright. Probably gonna get shot here. I probably flew too close to the sun. Trying to do something. Yeah, but there is the one. And that's all it takes. Look how bright this fire is, even in the morning. I wish it was a bait fire. There's elk out that way. I don't know if that guy looted all of the towns, so there's a chance maybe they just wanted to check out that little broken base and then went back. What's up, Charles? Good to see you. Billy Joe, Beer, Nubbers. Sorry, I was a bit in the zone there. Man, that's such a shame. Oh yeah, see? I was right, it did go back up. There's two. They look fairly fresh. You can see the snow trails from a mile fucking away. Maybe we trail. I feel like they're gonna go to the millie. Food's becoming a problem. Not becoming, it has been a problem though. So maybe the smart thing to do is go bag a deer and we can wrap up this episode. Cause my instincts tell me go get into a scuffle, but the purpose of these streams and videos is to show you how to survive, not throw yourself into a stupid situation. I'm red health. I'm constantly cold because I don't have good clothes. I need food. I should go do the hunting and recover rather than chase a fight. And that's the kind of decision making you have to make if you want to, you know, preserve the character, live to see another day, or you want to go out guns blazing. You know, sometimes you don't get that choice, sometimes you do. And for the sake of educational purposes, I choose don't be an idiot. And now I want to be an idiot. They're fighting. Oh, someone was having a fire. Holy shit. Okay, maybe I do want to be an idiot. That might be a much better opportunity to get food now. Just to clean up with one sniper shot, I can claim a couple bodies maybe. I know I just went on this whole rant, but like opportunities sometimes present themselves and might be a really good chance to clean up a firefight. Circumstances changed. I'll be smart about it though, considering my health and temperature and whatnot. Up didn't. Yeah, there's that. Fuck, man. I don't know how many more there are. I only saw the one that got into the fight. Like I saw that whole thing like take shape. I need a fire right this second. So I'm gonna be dumb and have one right here. Oh, there's more. Okay. They're panicking now. I can do this. Oh, it's not working. Quick buff, EpiPen, relocate, try to make a play. Hi honey, I love you too. gotta be in the shed. Okay, bye. A little bit, but I finally found the people I've been stalking. I took one. I've given enough time. They probably scanned that ridgeline and haven't seen me, so I think if I come back up here, it might be okay. I know there's another. Just a matter of where. Yeah, go figure. As soon as I get that heat buff, I start starving. Ooh, they could be in double brown. Doors are closed there. That's where I would assume they'd go. Question is, what were they shooting when I backed off for a fire? I'm being very risky here. Alright. That's as much as I can afford to loot. That is all the food I need. We can back off and maybe watch for a minute. From a higher, safer elevation. There's probably some decent shit worth looking at, but I've already taken way more risks than I probably needed to. Got a clean PU scope too. Food. Reindeer steak as well. I wonder where the friend went. Or if that was a friend or not, I don't know. There's definitely pistol shots and some commotion after I backed off from the first shot. So it seems like the two guys that I was watching were tracking, or ended up maybe seeing that other fire. The fire that was in the house right before I took out that guy. And then they got into a fight. Look how fast my food goes up. The reindeer meat is crazy. So now we'll just sit and overwatch while I heal a little bit. Oh. That just closed. I thought I saw a car in there, but I didn't know if... I'm so used to playing like... with modded assets on maps and stuff that I thought maybe it was just a car crash in that barn, but maybe that's their car. I'm gonna try and get a little more of a heat buff, but that makes sense. They ran right back to the barn. Protect their car, that's what it is. Oh my god. This guy's a goober. I'm gonna wait till he gets closer. Full fucking ghillie, man. He's probably gonna investigate the body and I can take him then. Or not. Oh, okay, so that's one of the buddies. Maybe this is just the opportunity. Maybe not. Looting the house. Just standing on top of zombies, looting them like that is crazy. I want him to sit still a tiny bit longer. And this was supposed to be an hour-long video. I'm almost at 2 hours stalking and PvPing. Bro, he's just in that shed. Oh. I should have taken this shot here. I thought he was coming to loot the bodies. Oh, what? I didn't even fucking see him go over there. I thought he was in the shed. You gonna start a fire in there. Mushrooms, do they grow on official Sakal? I have no idea. Maybe he's going for the bodies now. Why can't I fucking see him? Where'd he go? Back to the fucking little car stash. Is he eating sticks? Where is he going? Oh, he's like getting a better look at something, I think. Okay. I think he's dropping loot. Probably, actually. Maybe he was getting sticks, yeah. Watch, I bet he's gonna start a oh, there's a fire in that house already. What? There's another person here? Or did he start a fire in there and I just didn't realize? I'm confused. I must have been so focused on him I didn't realize he started a fire before, maybe. Well, let's make a play then. Oh, never mind. Here he goes. Is he going for that deer? I think he's going for the deer. Yeah, he is. Oh, I want to. That's just a fucking crazy shot. Did he realize, like, hey, I can't see it? Fuck it then. Dude, this guy is so weird. He just keeps coming in and out of the house. Does he live there? Like, but this guy's home? If I can get to 3/4 health, I'll try something here. Oh, there's the deer. Please go for the deer. He's going. Oh, wait. Oh, I saw him. What spooked the deer that made it come this way, though? That's the question of the hour. actually gonna see it now. Yeah, this is for sure the art of patience. If you can come down to these closer buildings to me, I can try something. Oh shit, there's two more guys. Oh shit. I think this is that. These are definitely the buddies. They gotta be. That's what scared the deer. Be super awkward if not. God, I wish I picked up that R. I think that was an R12 on the ground at the guy that I killed. Yeah, it's gotta be there. Wait, is he aiming? Oh shit! Now's my time. Damn, dude. I thought they were buddies. I thought I killed the ghillie guy's friend and he was waiting for them to come back. Nope. That's insane. Alright, so ghillie guy is just alone. He's just big chilling in the village. Like, big chilling. Unless, like, I did kill his buddy and those just weren't his buddies that came through. That's insane. I, like, low-key can't believe that just happened. Oh my god, dude. I think he's going back and forth and putting all the shit in that house. Please. Are you fucking kidding me? All that just to fucking... for that shot to go nowhere? I don't understand where that shot went. Oh, that would have been the perfect play. I mean, I just took him out, but like, fuck, all that for one shot would have been so dope. Either way, that's what patience can do for you. I literally just watched them for like an hour. Holy shit. It was like 45 minutes, but regardless, still pretty insane. Now, because I've watched so long, I feel a lot better going to the body rather quickly. Didn't make it very far. What, this tree line? So I can loot and scoot. Really doesn't have much. Take the shoes. Okay. And now I get the absolute fuck out of here. I rotate all the way the back around again. God, I'm so mad that I missed that very first shot, though. That ghillie shit his pants. He was smart, though, because he went to go play to his advantage, which was in the woods. When he had it in the house, I guess that's true. I don't want to overstay my welcome, but... yeah, fuck it. That fucking deer is just stuck there now. That's crazy. I do want to see if I can go snag that R12 off of... It should be on the ground. I think he was starting a fire, or was about to. These poor guys. I have a... Yeah. These guys definitely went to the fucking... They didn't have anything in here. He was about to start a fire. I think he panicked and didn't know what the fuck was going on. What a wild situation that ended up being. That's twice now. I've gotten into like some really cool PvP moments when I'm not trying to PvP. When I'm trying to do like the opposite. Like now I'm really glad that I stuck it out and took that risk. You know, because now I got all that food, I got a shotgun that I can use, a lot of essentials, I got a little bit better clothing, a better, you know, face mask and boots. Things you can see when you slow down. Yeah. That was crazy. Instead of sprinting from POI to POI, I kind of just sat down and watched that unfold, and it turned out to be really good for me, so can't be mad about it. I'm gonna go back. I doubt the body is still here, but I'd like to see if I believe whatever weapon he had in hand when I shot him will be on the ground, and I think it was an R12, and I would like it. Tell you something. That's always how I try to PvP is when I'm alone. When I play with other people, it's hard because some people like don't have. That's just not how they PvP. You know, like I am a very slow, patient PvPer, just by nature. That's just how I play the game. Yeah, body gone. But R12. I'm gonna take it. Take it and I'm gonna fucking run. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ditch the AK somewhere. Okay, let's go find a nice place to log out because that was a very solid 2-hour session, if I do say so. Survived on the brink of death while holding off, you know, other survivors in the area. Made a pretty cool play. That was fun. That was fun. That was a good time. God, it's making me want to play Sakal more. I love this little fucking... I was just telling E the other day, like, how much I miss the rat mountaineer fucking PvP bullshit, you know? This map is so fun for that. Stop that. Stick with this. Grab the pistol. Yeah, this has been really fun. I look forward to picking it up again. And maybe we will end up doubling back towards the volcano, try to open up the briefcase, and maybe we'll go, we'll try and go to the bunker. And then it would be like a full walkthrough, how to spawn, survive, you know, give you tips along the way, and then do like an endgame bunker or PV, you know, whatever. Like, that might be the new direction this goes, where we do try to do this all in like a educational format. Like, this is for people to like learn how to play the game and, you know, watch live streams of DayZ to like, you know, obtain knowledge, but then we also go through and follow through like end game content like Sakal Bunker, Livonia Bunker, Northwest Airfield, Gas Zone, Tissy, like that kind of stuff. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, for sure, Mick. I am working on a couple videos. I'm gonna make these like these are obviously gonna be available as VODs, these beginner live streams, but I'm also gonna re-upload them with slight edits. You know, cut out some of the beginning. Like today, I had a lot of technical difficulties. I'd cut that out, and you know, just re-upload them as videos and see if that makes any difference. So I am working on that. I do want to make some recent moments I've had on streams into videos as well. I want to get back into editing. It's going to be a slow process because I don't have a lot of time, you know, in my evenings. But I want to make that change. I want to start making video content again. I've always said since I stopped that the time has to feel right and I have to want to do it. And I'm at a point where I want to do it. So, you know, with time, those things will come. But for now, I'm going to redirect you guys elsewhere. Maybe someone else playing DayZ. But I enjoyed this. This was really fun. Hope you did as well. If you did, make sure to leave a like, join the Discord. Most of you that are hanging out here are already doing those things, but I'll send you guys over to shit, I don't know about this person. It's Swift Shots. They're DayZ Salvation. Hopefully we can set up a base and get PvP. There you go. Never seen this channel before, but maybe this person is cool and you can go show them some love. I will see you whenever I see you. I don't know. Today's Tuesday. Probably won't play tomorrow. I'll probably try to work on some more video stuff. Definitely will be around exclusive bear from. No, Mick, don't read Mick's comment. Definitely will be around Friday because I have the day off on Friday and I am looking to do a longer stream. So yeah, definitely Friday, maybe like Thursday, Friday. I don't know if we're gonna be around Saturday, but maybe Sunday as well. So there's our maybes, but yeah. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.